How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth the buy or maybe pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who can talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Let's get into the video, guys. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. We're going to start with ATER, right? And there's something I've been kind of looking at, but I haven't really... it took me just a second to connect it, and I found something very, very, very interesting that you can see mostly. You can see, I think, the best currently on ATER, right? So as you know, this is a play that I do have a position in. I am very bullish on, and I think is going to have a crazy run very, very soon, right? So you might say, Corey, these are the day candles, right? You can see all the way back here, it's all the way at $19, and it's just been, fell and went back up and double top essentially almost, and then just been falling. And just when you think, okay, it's about to rally, it falls some more, right? And so I was like, why in the world is this thing falling? I don't know what the heck is going on here. So let's take a look at the Ortex data and see what I found, right? Okay, so I have ATER pulled up here. Let's just take a look at a few of the metrics. Utilization is at 90%. The cost to borrow over here is 68. I mean, days cover 0.52. And then the free float on loan, the percentage is 65%. There's a lot of this stock, a whole lot of this stock is on loan. And so, we can see all of these numbers here. It's not even at an all-time high, the shares on loan or anything. It's off. It was almost 18 million. It's currently 13 million. And so just kind of looks like it's tapering off. And it's a little bit strange because the numbers are just looking a little off, but I'm still pretty confident in the stock. Short interest just rallied a little bit. So the numbers are basically right. I like the utilization to be a little bit higher personally, but I found this security lending volume, and the security lending volume is a pretty interesting item, because you can see, I'll just click it. So take a look here. If you look right here, you can see that whenever the stock rallied right here, it's kind of hard to see through it, but look, like right here is when the stock rallied, right here. And then as it goes down, they borrow and borrow and borrow. They keep borrowing more shares, right? The only thing that has me a little like security lending volume, like how much is on loan. The only thing that's tripping me up a little bit is you would think that if this is on loan, like these shares on loan would be going higher, and it kind of seems to be the opposite. So I don't really understand what's happening. This could be some kind of weird, I don't know, for all I know, dark pool, or the way they're lending it out or something. But I thought that was extremely interesting. I'm still very bullish on the stock, but I wanted to show you this because this is something that I find pretty interesting. As you can see, like when they don't borrow as much, the stock runs up, and when they borrow, it goes down. And I was able to actually even confirm this with something like AMC, right? AMC I'm obviously extremely bullish on. And we can see over here, like whenever they're not borrowing as much, the stock rallies. And then whenever they borrow less, it kind of falls, right? And then you can see right here, they borrowed less right here, and then the stock kind of rallied. So let me click over here, and you can see whenever down here, whenever they borrow less, the stock kind of goes up, and whenever it peaks, they borrow more, and then it seems to basically follow the exact pattern of how much they're lending, which makes sense considering we believe them to potentially be shorting with these with shares that they're borrowing, right? And so just a very interesting stat that I found. I think I'm going to keep on looking at that, if anything, for a little more confirmation bias. But I think there is something there. All right, so let's talk about AMC really quick. I have not been neglecting AMC. I'm just holding strong, putting my head down and riding it out. So utilization is at 87.54%. It does seem to be going like back up compared to where it was. I think it touched an all-time low of 84.2 over here. And so I'm still very bullish on the stock. I know I don't talk about it as much, but just know, I'm holding strong. I believe in it. AMC kind of low right now, right? The price but we can see again, right? The price has been falling for the past few days, and the past few days they've been borrowing. The lending has been very high, right? And just very interesting. I'm gonna see if I can develop a trading strategy off of this. I don't know. It would probably be super short-term options. This is a theory, but I'll let you know if it would actually pan out. Or if anyone has Ortex and wants to look at this data, feel free to test it yourself and or just like see if it would actually work. Let me know. And stuff that's going on with AMC, I feel pretty good about it still. It seems to have caught itself, which I'm very happy to see. So one thing I do want to talk about is Progenity, right? The next stock. And Progenity is insane. I really can't believe, I guess the shares on loan is already selected here. So I really cannot believe they're currently at an all-time high, considering, remember, this data is T+2. So, we're not looking at, so these are the day candles. Let me go over to PROG on the day candles. And if we look at the day candles over here, so we're T+2. So we're 1, and then today's going to be, wait, let me see what today's date. Is this one today? No. So this hasn't started just yet. And so we can see, so this was on the plus, keep in mind, we already had the plus 14% day. We had the plus 18% day, plus 14% day, and the plus 18% day again. And this data is still extremely, extremely high. How in the world? And then we even, and now we had a down 6% day, which was yesterday, right? So it's unbelievable how this stock has gone up all this percentage. I mean, from, even this alone, if we just look at, well, let me see how long it's been going up. I mean, it's been going up steadily since the 13th, and the 13th is right here. So even though it's moved from, we'll call it, what was the close? $2 to even it touched, $4 and stuff. Even with that, it's still at an all-time high. I really can't express how bullish I am on this stock for a move very quickly, right? It's gone up, it's basically doubled without them really covering shares. I mean, I guess it went down for a second, but even then, I wouldn't even count this. Like, this is still all-time highs for me every single day, essentially, just in my own head. So if you have not taken a position in PROG, I'll always make your own decisions, but I really, 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 really like this stock for a short-term play. I just want to be crystal clear again. I'm not moving any of my AMC into this stock, but holy smokes, this thing is really strong right now, and it's gaining so much momentum. I follow a few subreddits. There's super short squeeze, there's short squeeze, there's a PROG subreddit, PROG stock, and those subreddits are growing. You can see how many people are in the stock on Webull, and that number has 4x'd in the past 2 weeks or something, or a week, or however long I've been in this stock. This stock is gaining some serious traction. So I just wanted to call that out for people who are curious about it, right? And even in the security lending, it's still extremely high, and it's still just rallying. I mean, this stock has some crazy strength. Even the retracements, right? The retracements aren't even that bad. Like, if we go to the chart over here in Webull, we can see, I mean, this one was pretty strong, but like this negative 6% day, you can't even really see it. And granted, this is the 1 day candle, so why would you? But if we look at the one, oh gosh, let me zoom out here. Look at the 1 month over here. We can see that this stock is just, these are 2 days. So 1 day, 2 day, and we can see it's just so strong, so strong. And then let's move over to our final stock that we're going to talk about today, which is BBIG. So this stock is a, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys have been, really quick side tangent. Have you guys been on the subreddit and you see the Island Boys? Someone did one for BBIG, and I don't know, the Island Boys, if you haven't seen them, look them up. I'm sure they're probably on YouTube, but there's some weird things going on in these subreddits. So BBIG, okay, so BBIG is one that, oh my gosh, I think this one's going to move very, very, very soon as well. Utilization at 100%. Really quick, PROG was at 99.38%. I'm sure you already looked. Good for you. And so BBIG utilization being at 100%. I mean, look at the shares on loan. Again, 200,000 down from the all-time high, 250,000 down from the all-time high right here, which is nothing in terms of these 36 million. Free float on loan, 38.72. This one, obviously, and we can see it here, right? Security lending volume. You can see they've been like borrowing these shares. Security lending volume is extremely high as the stock drops, right? We can see it gets higher, higher, higher as the stock goes lower, lower, lower. And so I honestly thought we were going to be at the very bottom of this. Let me go to the stock over here on Webull really quick. I really thought we were going to be at the bottom, like back here or something, or even over here when it started to rally, but it just keeps on dropping. So I do have a position in here. I may add to my position just kind of like average down, and because I feel like I don't think it's going to be going down much longer. I think eventually they're going to have to cover, especially as they run out of shares to borrow. And the shares on loan are getting higher. So this cost to borrow is getting very expensive for them. PROG is 119, AMC 1.29 currently, and ATER is 68.71. So it's not as high as these other ones, but this is extremely, extremely high cost to borrow. This is an expensive stock for them to hold. All right. Let me go back to this. I think this is everything I wanted to talk about, guys. Just wanted to bring this to your attention. You know, even the short interest is all-time high. I mean, I think this thing is ready to burst. I feel like the moves are probably going to be PROG and BBIG to be moving next. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with ATER. I do have my position in there. I'm going to hold, but BBIG is looking pretty good to move pretty soon as well. AMC, I'm sure there's some very interesting things going on with AMC as far as the movement goes. If you're in the AMC subreddit, even the GameStop subreddit, apes don't fight apes, right? Apes don't fight apes. And I think that's very important to keep in mind. A week or two ago, there was a lot of, they call us popcorn apes and stuff, or just popcorn stock or whatever. Not even apes, popcorn stock. I don't know. There's some weird things going on, but keep that in mind. Take the high road whenever you're talking about these stocks and stuff. But that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. You know the deal. If you like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. We'll catch you guys later. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen today and going forward, but I'll be here. So you guys have a great one. Peace.